Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I'm going to be using the Light Seers deck and the Starseed Oracle deck. So remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever you feel does not from today's reading. So let's find out what messages come through with today's cards. So the first card we have is the Page of Pentacles. So with this card, you could be dealing with an earth sign, so a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. Next we have the Moon card. So with the Moon card, you could be dealing with a Pisces. And finally, we have the Eight of Cups. So with the Eight of Cups, you could be dealing with a water sign, so a Pisces, a Cancer, a Scorpio. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. So with the Emperor card, you could be dealing with an Aries. Okay, so with the Emperor card at the bottom of the deck, this is a card that is showing being able to take back control in a situation and being able to come back into a place where you are perhaps the person who's leading something before it goes off in the wrong direction or in any direction that you did not intend on it going. So this is all about being able to take the lead in a situation, take control, and also being able to have that having the discipline that is required to be able to lead something to a successful end, and also being able to be respected in the process. So the Emperor is like authoritative figure, so that could be you who is really rising to the occasion in the situation, and it could also be you perhaps being promoted or being seeked out for your leadership abilities, or being put in a position where you can lead others because of those good traits inside of yourself. And also this could be somebody else who is around you at this time that perhaps you admire or you really respect and you look up to, being someone who is perhaps in your corner. This is also very protective energy, so that's somebody who really has your back. That is somebody who is perhaps able to really be in a very protective mode when it comes to perhaps anything that you are working on, anything that you are trying to make work. This is someone who may be around you right now who has your back. This is somebody who's on your team and is in your corner, and getting that is the best kind of support and the best person to have in your corner at this time. What with the Emperor being overall that leading figure and that above that dominating and authoritative energy. So with the Page of Pentacles, this is a card all about being able to be somebody who shows up and shows up quite well and eagerly, and it's also able to put in the work when it comes to anything that they're trying to work on. So it's a very diligent card. So if you are studying, or perhaps you may be in any field of education or even in training, this is a card that's showing you showing up as even that star student and being completely on top of your grind. And you may be at this time really excelling also, or getting the opportunity to really be recognized or to show out when it comes to anything that you are working on and you are putting efforts into. But it is a very dependable and reliable energy. It's also a very faithful card. So even in your relationships, this is a card that's showing that perhaps whoever you are in connection with, or who you are working with, is somebody who is definitely someone who's reliable, and that person could be really also, just like the Emperor, this shows that that person is a great teammate. They have your back. They are able to make the load easier, and also they're very diligent in nature. So I'm seeing that with the Emperor card and the Page of Pentacles, perhaps your hard work is being really recognized at this time, and you're being respected for it. And you could even be being put in a position where you are able to have more influence or be more seen, or you are able to really affect more influence and more change in a positive way with both of these cards. So with the Moon card, this is a card that's all about being, it's almost a card about being deluded and not giving into illusions, because the Moon card is all about perhaps being a little bit being lost in a fog. So this is Pisces energy, so it's all about having this veil almost. So with this card, it's also just a reminder that not everything is as it seems or as it appears. And although this shows a lot of creativity, so it could be very good on any creative pursuits. This could be you really reaching into perhaps a much bigger and a bigger source of inspiration when it comes to in creative projects. And it could be something that is very, perhaps very altering, and that could be very good in terms of your spirituality and even in terms of your creative works. But on a more practical level, with this card, it is all about being able to perhaps see through or to question certain things, because with this card sometimes it can be getting a bit deluded, because everything is not entirely what it appears to be. And that is because the information that is being relayed with regards to something is perhaps not very clear with this card. But with the Eight of Cups, this is a card that's showing you showing up as very worried, as knowing your worth, and being able to really stand up for yourself and to walk away from anything that's not serving you. So with this card showing up after the Moon card, I'm really seeing that you are not easily swayed or deluded or made to feel a certain level of unclarity. I'm seeing that you see right through any falsehood with the Eight of Cups, because you are walking away from anything that does not serve you. Also with the Emperor card, and that being a card all about somebody who may be very protective at this time over you, this is showing that you have a team around you that is really looking out for you, and that you won't be easily deluded. You won't be falling into this illusion and being swayed or being falling for any falsehoods. And I'm seeing you being able to walk away from one thing that is not going to be in line with what you want or what you desire, and going towards something that is. So that Eight of Cups, this is all about walking away from something that is, perhaps it is the bare minimum. It's not entirely fulfilling. And so this is a very empowering card. You are able to move towards something that is going to be better than what you are offered. And with this card, that ability to really walk away from something that is just the bare minimum or is not very fulfilling is what leads you to even greater opportunities. So this is something better being on the horizon for you, and you are walking in that direction with this card. And I'm really getting that could be what is leading to this Emperor card at the bottom of the deck. That is what is leading you to perhaps this leadership position, this position where you are very well respected for that decision. And the Moon can be something that looks very tempting. It can look very appealing. And so with you being able to walk away from that, I'm really getting that being a very self-respecting kind of a decision. And that is you really being able to take control in the situation, as opposed to, getting lost in the fog with the Moon card in the sense of this reading. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card from Starseed Oracle deck. So the card that came out is this card over here. It says, "Here, Wraith, longing for home, homesick for the stars." Okay, so with this card, this is a card all about being able to, or having a desire to want to escape perhaps something, and going to experience something more, something bigger, something more grand, something that is going to be enlivening on some level. And with this card, it is all about being able to embrace the presence. That's the message that comes with this card. Being able to embrace the present moment and finding that feeling that you so seek in the present. So with this card, I'm also getting that perhaps this is also pertaining to that Eight of Cups, being able to walk away from something that you may feel like is a bare minimum kind of an offer. So that is all about not accepting the first offer or accepting something because you're expected to accept it, even though it is not in alignment with what you want and you know you can get. So with this card, it is all about also being able to walk away from that. It is a feeling of being unfulfilled in a place and walking away in search of something better, in search of that sunshine. And I'm seeing that ability to really walk away from this moon card, which is being offered, that perhaps it looks on the outside as a great opportunity, but it may not feel that way for you. You may be walking away from that, and I'm seeing that where you are going is where you are ultimately getting led to a place that aligns more with your destiny and is more fulfilling. So I'm going to pull out a card from this Fairy Tarot deck for more messages. So the card that came out is this card over here, and it's called the Queen of Spring. So it says brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and home life. Okay, so even with this card, so this is a card all about being able to believe in yourself and all of the strengths and the traits that really make you great. So this could be you who's being described as being brilliant, you're loyal, you're talented, you're friendly, you have so many great traits. And with that Eight of Cups, that is why I'm getting that is perhaps the best decision, is to not to settle for anything that feels like it is less than what you want. And so this card is all about being able to believe in yourself, which is what I'm seeing you doing with that Eight of Cups. And also with this card saying that they are wonderful people who want to help you. Perhaps that could be the Emperor card. That is all about people who are in higher positions or who have great influence, maybe recognizing you at this time. They recognize that potential that is in you and all of those great traits and attributes that you embody, and they want to help you. They may want to perhaps provide you with an opportunity that is going to allow you to really shine. And with that Page of Pentacles, I'm really getting that this is like a message that you are passing the test on this day. You may be feeling tested, or you may be passing that test. You may be experiencing some kind of a win. Okay, so that is all I have for this reading, Sagittarius. So I hope that you have a wonderful day today, and I'll speak to you in tomorrow's reading. Bye, Sagittarius.